Okay, so we will move ahead with our closing ceremony. I would like to invite Justice J.K. Ranka, dear sir, that we are honored to have you here today as our chief guest, and especially for allocating your valuable time to watch our boys debate. And we would like to hear a few words from you, sir. We are honored to benefit from your wisdom. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. So nice. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. We can hear you loud and clear, sir.
Very well. Good evening to everyone, my young students participating in this interesting debate. Honorable respected Rector, Reverend Father Rohita Rodigo, Reverend Father Kamal Kumar, Mr. Imogen Mel, Mr. Thivenu Gunawardana, Mr. Gimhan Surya Bandara, and other eminent professors, teachers, and parents, dear Megha from my own city, the Pink City of India, and all dear students once again. Nice occasion to be with you sitting in India in this Pink City and hearing a debate of organized by St. Peter's College, Colombo, and Academy of Political Sciences in Sri Lanka. And that is the nice thing which the COVID or pandemic has taught us, that we can connect across the world without being physically present, but more closer in hearing as well as interacting with each other. I'm happy that St. Peter's College has taken initiative to organize this debate, and certainly a debate brings out the inherent talent of a student, or for any matter or manner, even a grown-up person or a person well settled in life, that one gets to know, to understand as to what one is intending to speak. One has to have proper knowledge and inbuilt confidence when one wishes to speak or deliver something or debate or oratory, so to say, that the debating skills certainly in later point of time would develop one having oratory skills. I'm happy to see my young friends arguing so well, debating so well, and these are the future of any nation. And we too have been organizing debates, moot court competitions for not only law students but others also. And very nice initiative by you by your college at this young age, that the students are getting involved in these activities, which is need of the hour. Debating skills are much needed because it creates leaders. And once you have knowledge and in-depth study of the subject, whatever you wish to speak or debate upon or say something, you need to prepare well. And that is what debating skills are needed when you come up to some competition or in any public speaking forum or otherwise. Well, my friends, young students, I would impress upon you that you must have three D's in your life as three friends, three virtues rather, three D's: dedication, devotion, and discipline. Equally, three E's are most important in one's life to carry ahead, to go forward in life and reaching heights, and that is ethics, excellence, and education. So these six virtues, in addition to a few ones like knowledge, intelligence, vision, wisdom, tolerance, concentration, and perseverance, are much needed in one's life to reach great heights. You have plenty of students, plenty of friends with you across the globe on Facebook or otherwise connected to each other. But these 11 or 12 virtues which I have conveyed to you should be more closer to you as friends than other friends which are also needed in life. So these are the hallmark of going ahead and rising in the society or wherever you are, wherever your dreams are, to go ahead either to become a captain in the Navy, Army, Air Force, wherever you wish to go, you wish to become a lawyer or a doctor or a politician. These 11, 12 virtues, if you adopt and imbibe in yourself, will carry you through much beyond these things in life later on point of time. So these are very important in one's own life to carry ahead. Well, friends, of course, myself being from India, I must wish my friends in Sri Lanka, today is our Republic Day. So I wish to convey my good wishes to each one of you present there, or maybe some Indians are also there, that today is our great day. On this day, we adopted our constitution in letter and spirit 72 years back. And equally important would be that we follow the constitution. A true Indian certainly goes with the constitution, which is Bible or Gita or Quran of this country. So equally important, my suggestion to my friends in Sri Lanka, that whatever your constitution would be created by the founding fathers, you must follow in letter and spirit, as we are guided by the principles enshrined in the constitution. So one major thing to develop oneself is to be going with the constitution, with the principles, because the founding fathers did lot much in adopting the constitution after taking it from the experiences of many countries. And that should be the motto of one person, that yes, constitutional spirit should continue. So my suggestion to you, my friends, that apart from all these things, one has to be very constitutionally going with the constitution and attending to the principles enshrined there, the rights and duties, obligations casted upon an individual or a citizen of the country should be adopted in letter and spirit. I may on this day convey to you a great person born in India, Swami Vivekanand. Maybe he was born in India but was for the world. At the age of 39 years only, he expired. But what a great person he was. He created such mark which is remembered several years ahead, even now, and whatever his principles were are much needed and to be imbibed by the students. He was a super saint, an intellectual giant, a great social reformer and philanthropist, and above all, a humanist. And his words to the students and youth was, take up one cause, one idea, make that one idea your life. Think of it, dream of it, live on idea, let the brain, muscles, nerves, every part of your body be full of that idea and just leave every other idea alone. This is the way to success. He, through his inspirational life, taught the youth to have hunger for knowledge. These were the virtues Vivekananda taught, and we, the persons who wish to rise, certainly imbibe these qualities. One must have vision, one must have dreams, and that dream has to be followed in practicality by adopting or on the righteous path to carry ahead. Dear students, you are future of your country. Your parents have given you the best of education, best of medical facilities, best of teachers. You are studying in one of the renowned institution of Sri Lanka. What else you need? The dearth of things to be done by you at this young age. Be strong, be adventurous, accept challenges, and go ahead, rise and shine. That should be your motto. Accepting challenges makes you strong, bold, and hard, which is required in every student. Despite, my dear students, you being all busy in your studies or other activities, extracurricular activities, spend time on sports. Your country has given so many great cricketers, tennis players, and others. So, my country renowned in all sports fields. So, in addition to studies, devote time, good sufficient time on sports and other activities because they are also needed to develop a mind, a brain. Mere sitting on a computer throughout the day or majority of the time on these iPads or laptop, maybe you get dearth of knowledge, but the physical activity or the activity exercises which one is needed at this age, your age, is much needed that you start having your sports as one of the major thing in your life. I would also suggest my friends that, of course, you are students, but certainly as students also you can give something to the society. Of course, I will suggest and request each one of you that later on when you are well settled, give back to the society, which is needed from one person, because this Mother Earth has given you so much beautiful country, beautiful people, environment, everything which you need, God has been kind to give you. So there are still, of course, poor people in your country, maybe, yes, and we do admit, we have illiterate people, yes. I admit, even after 72 years of or more independence, we still have literacy rate not that much. People are illiterate, but you have all the facilities. So later on, when you are settled, give whatever the education to the poor people or needy and downtrodden. But still, even at this age, I will suggest maybe you maybe having one of the activities. Colombo is a big place, but go to villages nearby, maybe at a distance of 50 kilometers. Once in 3 months, maybe, yes, 4 times a year is sufficient. Spend time with the villagers, the children there. See to their lifestyle. See to the nature which they are enjoying or living. Maybe the conditions are not good. Interact with them and suggest to them or give ideas how to go ahead in life. And I suggest that there should be an activity by the college itself of taking students to nearby villages to have interaction or learning from their culture, nature, etc. In cities, of course, I do admit, we also finding that our children are disconnected with the nature or the people in villages. And at least I feel that the real India or maybe real Sri Lanka still resides in villages where there are doing agricultural operations and feeding us. So therefore, my suggestion is, if can be implemented, one of the activities could be to go to villages, share their experiences, have interaction with them, see how they function, see how they do things, and let the children of villages or poor people there know what are the things happening world over or in Sri Lanka, what are the good things are happening, because they may not be aware what is happening in big cities or the country as such. So go and interact, don't do anything, just watch them, and occasionally, if possible, because you come from good class of people, carry sweets, carry toffees, small things to them and give them, and one would feel, yes, you are, in addition to your studies, are doing this work also, would be, you will feel happy in your heart and mind that, yes, I have done some good work for these small people, poor and downtrodden. So this should be one of another activity, maybe in 3 months, that you go and visit places, different villages, and interact. Of course, this is not your age that I may suggest that you adopt a village. Every 3 months, go to that same village with study material, stationery, devote time for 3 hours, make them know the ABCD, and whatever manner you can go and interact with them. Well, insofar as debating skills is concerned, one has to speak from one's heart and mind. We have had several people who, when they spoke or still speak, mesmerizes the other side, the audience. There are plenty of legal persons like Nani Palkhiwala, whenever he used to argue in courts or otherwise, his budget speeches were bringing. Those were the times when physically everything was there. 2 lakh people would attend his budget speeches. When he used to argue court cases, the judges were mesmerized by his arguments because he had well prepared his material, subject, and he spoke from his heart and mind. Late Atal Bihari Ji Vajpayee, our Prime Minister, whenever he used to speak, people were mesmerized, spellbound as to what he is speaking. Pin drop silence. Not a single word could be uttered by anyone because he had that charishma, the way of oratory skills he had. And all these people, there are a number of instances. Indira Gandhi ji, plenty, who used to have inherent qualities, of course, but developed gradually. And you being students would certainly go ahead by having all these skills. Power of words mesmerizes the audience. These things are needed in every walk of life. Maybe you become a lawyer or a doctor or a politician or everywhere. A good knowledge on the subject would certainly create mesmerizing effect on the other side. The art of oratory or skills has fascinated human civilization since long, years together, and debate combines the best of spoken words and non-spoke gestures. With your gestures also, you can, without speaking, you can convey whatever you want to the other side. Good debate is about explaining the most important arguments in the debate to the judges in such a way, the best possible manner, that they are persuaded to vote for you. Debate is part of the critical thinking process. Debate helps to sharpen our cognitive skills. Debate allows us to structure our arguments so that we can provide cogent answers to the opposing views. Debate also helps to develop listening skills because one cannot debate without fully understanding the opposing view. A full rebuttal in a debate can only come if one is attentive, able to understand the opposing view and deliver a counter. So my friends, these should be followed by you. In the end, I would just say a few words for you, my students. You all should be proud as I to have
All right, okay.
born in this country.
Okay, I can hear now.
Sorry, Lordship, continue. Please continue.
I would just express in the end that I feel myself to be proud Indian, a proud son of this motherland. And you equally should be proud to have been born in a country Sri Lanka. One must be proud of the country where you are born, where the motherland is there, and you must always say good things about the country. I do admit, yes, there is illiteracy in our country, but we are working on that. We are happy that the country is progressing. And so equally, with you brilliant minds there, brilliant students there, certainly in later years of time, you would be giving much back, much more to your country. So be proud, Sri Lankan. Yes, I was born and brought up in this great country. And one should also feel and say that I will faithfully fulfill my duties towards my country before I would claim my rights. So, giving back is required first rather than claiming rights. My duties towards the country should be prime rather than my rights, because duties come first according to me and rights come later. So that should be an endeavor and motto of each one of you, that we give our duties and claim our rights later on. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Give to the country to the fullest what is needed. And even at your age, you can be a wonderful citizen, a good person, good Samaritan, helping each other, be courteous. Yes. And one more thing, I have been to Sri Lanka 3 times, and I am so happy that one visit was sufficient. But I was so fascinated by Sri Lanka and Sri Lankan people that I again went second time, and still not satisfied, I went third time. So I have a bond with Sri Lanka and Sri Lankan people, and I do admit that everything is so nice there, good environment is there, friendly people are there, courteous, peace-loving by and large, and so many things, good things to be seen in Sri Lanka. And Sri Lanka has been one of the closest to our country, and that way also I feel that the bond is there between Sri Lanka and India. So I feel homely whenever I have visited Sri Lanka. And Sri Lankan people, of course, culture is there, history is there, Ramayana was there. I have visited the temples where Ashok Vatika is there, and all these things I do remember and recollect once Sri Lanka comes in mind. So equally important, you also need to come to India, visit India. That is, we have same culture almost, and close-knit things are there. So whenever occasion arises with your parents, you need to visit the nearest countries to know about more of the nearest country, because we have great bond with each other. My all good wishes and blessings to each one of you. Rise and shine, and God be on the right path, righteous man. God is there to take you ahead with all his blessings. Once again, wishing each one of you best of life, best of things one could dream for. Achieve the best and go for the best. Be the best. Thank you from my side. Jai Bharat, Jai India, Jai Sri Lanka. Thank you. God bless. I'm happy and delighted that I'm sharing my views with you all and hope I have been able to say something for you all for the benefit of each one of you. Thank you. So nice. I thank the organizers and Megha, my dear, because she is also helping me in my endeavor in organizing webinars, moot court competitions, and she is such a fine child, a great. She is just like my child and doing so wonderful job being in and assisting me. And thank you everyone and all good wishes. Thank you. Jai.
Thank you very much, Your Lordship.
Just in case there is
Go ahead.
just in case there is some question or from the students, I'll be happy to answer and reply.
Sure,
Is
Your Lordship.
Father Rector there? Father Rohit Rodrigo?
Yes,
Because I didn't see his name.
our rector is here, Raphael. Rector may join. He will be speaking on behalf of our school, or might be Rection, sir. I'm not sure at the moment. I just want to mention, Your Lordship, that was a very useful speech for us. That was very interesting. I actually took down notes. Listening to you. A couple of things I didn't want to miss out on those. So I was actually taking notes. And since you mentioned, Your Lordship, that you've been to Sri Lanka and that you praised Sri Lanka, I have been to India as well 3 times, specifically for debating tournaments twice. And that's how I learned that Indian debating tournaments are like quite good for your exposure. When I was a college student a couple of years back, I visited India twice. And that's how I was actually planning on, once I took my job as the coach for St. Peter's College, I wanted to take my boys there. And we were, since Your Lordship invited us to come to India, I want to mention that we were actually planning on coming, if it wasn't for the COVID pandemic situation, that we were actually going to visit India. So we want to thank you, Your Lordship, for spending your time for us, and want to tell that we would love to visit India and actually physically be there and be a part of a tournament once this pandemic situation is over. Surekshan sir here is who will be speaking on behalf of school, sir. Do we have a Father Rector? Do we have Father Kamal?
Father Rector is here.
Okay. Over to you, Father Rector.
Thank you. Thank you, Gimhan, for the opportunity that you gave me to speak on this St. Peter's College Debating Premier League. I'm not sure whether you can see me. There's some problem with the camera. Can you see me? I don't think so.
We can't see you, Father Rector, at the moment. It's okay, you can continue.
It's all right. I'll just say a few words. Honorable Justice R.K. Ranka and Francis Rexon, sir, the Master in Charge, and the Debating Society. Gimhan, you have been the instrumental, the person who took the initiative in organizing this. I would like to thank every one of you, all the students who have taken part in the St. Peter's College Debating Premier League. And I'm sure most of the things have come to a standstill with this pandemic. But you have taken the initiative to organize this Debating Premier League for giving the students an opportunity to exhibit their talents. Yes, we can just relax and say that at this moment, most of the sports actually come to a standstill. But there are things that we can do, and you have found a way to keep the students intact and given them the opportunity to express themselves in this and show their debating talents. I would like to thank, as I said at the beginning, for all the students who took part in it, rather than just idling time. You have taken this as an opportunity for you to express yourself, explore, and you have taken, I'm sure you have done a lot of hard work in preparing for this, and I'm sure you have benefited from it. Would like to thank Gimhan. I know I've been coming to school, although we haven't met often, but I hear a lot of good things about you, everything that you do for the students, our students. Thank you so much, Gimhan. And then Rexon sir from behind, he's the one who came and spoke to me and then took all the trouble in organizing this with you. He's the one who supported our students, bringing them together. Others who took part in it, I'm sure every one of them have benefited from the opportunity given to them. And I'm sure you will take it forward from here without stopping it here. Rather, you will take it forward and provide more opportunities, give them more opportunities for them to make use of their talents, and also to fine-tune their ability of expression. And I'm sure one day they will benefit from it. So thank you once again. I'm sorry my camera there's some problem with the camera, but I'm sure you can hear. I wish you all the best for your future, my dear students. Justice Ranka, thank you for all the good things that you said about Sri Lanka. You said you visited thrice, but you are invited once again. And if you ever visit Sri Lanka, you are most welcome to St. Peter's College as well. We would love to have you here, and we welcome you with open arms. Thank you, Gimhan, and thank you everybody for the opportunity given. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Father Rector. Now, on behalf of the students, Team Captain Tevinu, would you like to speak a few words? Can give you a few minutes.
Yes, thank you, Gimhan sir, for organizing this tournament and for supporting us and training us for such a long time, for constantly finding new opportunities for us, for putting us out there, and ensuring that we work hard, and especially for these youngsters who are new now, like Samrish and all these fellows who have just joined, the exposure that you gave them. And by involving the seniors, also you did a huge task, and also inviting all of these adjudicators especially from India, to adjudicate this debating tournament. It was such a huge opportunity, because I don't think any other school has ever done something like this kind of an opportunity. And so I think that was a huge benefit for us. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank Rikshan sir, Father Kamal, and our dear Father Rector for supporting us throughout this, even though we had this pandemic. So I would like to thank all of you, the members as well, for being there, being for practices, for joining this tournament and listening to your seniors, your captains, and your yeah, so I think everybody, this was a success, and we did a fine job. And thank you, sir, again for all the dedication and all the effort that you had put to organize this and make this a success.
Right. I would like to thank once more to your lordship for spending your time and coming for us. One more thing, your lordship, I would like to hear a few words. This is more on a more of a personal note, because it is an honor for me to meet you on a personal level, because I myself a junior lawyer. I'm just starting my legal profession, and some of these boys here, they are planning to join the legal profession in the future. Do you have any word of advice for us, your lordship?
Certainly, why not? If one intends to become a lawyer, you have so many, so you are giving to the society because you are helping a litigant who has come with some grievance to you and you are solving their problems. So a lawyer serves the society the day he becomes a lawyer, passes out his college and joins the profession. So my students are most welcome to adopt law as your field, as a chosen field, and certainly what India and maybe Sri Lanka also, a lawyer is well recognized by the society. So as a doctor, lawyer, they serve the society right from the day they join the profession, maybe a doctor or a lawyer. So there is a lot of scope in practicing as a lawyer, and many things you give back to the society by becoming a lawyer. You are recognized well in the society, and of course I am not aware of your system there, but insofar as India is concerned, we have lawyers becoming lower court judges within a year or two of becoming lawyers. There are examinations by which you become a civil judge or a district judge or an additional district judge. And so the moment you are selected to become a judge, maybe at the lowest level, you get the strength and status of imparting divine duties which the God is doing. God gives from above, but you are redressing the grievance of the person, a litigant who has filed a case in a particular court of law. So it's a challenging profession. You need to be studying every moment. You need to know the law. You need to know the judgments, enactments made by the government. If they are not correct or not practicable, you need to challenge in at the immediate manner. So most welcome, and this would be the right time, because in few years you can certainly opt, because in our country, maybe yours also, 12th onwards, after passing school, one can directly join national law colleges, NLUs, which have 5 years law course. So you have dedicated education, dedicated chosen field. And once you join that institution, NLU, you come out passing with 5 flying colors. And I must I'm not aware, but what type of courses you have in law, Mr.
We, of course, Your Lordship, we complete the LLB. Either we get it LLB Sri Lanka from a Sri Lankan university, or we can get London LLB from a university which is attached to University of London. Then we have Sri Lanka Law College, where we get attorney at law lawyer's license. That is the process, Your Lordship.
A 3-year course or 5 years?
London LLB is 3 years, Your Lordship. Local one is 4 years. But if you are coming to law college with a Sri Lankan law degree, that you only have to do 1 year. Like you don't have to sit for all 3 years in the Sri Lanka law college.
Because in India we have 3-year course as well as 5-year course. So by joining the 5-year course, what one saves is 1 year. Because after graduation, one can opt for a 3-year law course. Thereby you spend almost 6 years in doing in becoming a law graduate. But if you have made up your mind to become a lawyer, so after passing school, you join the law colleges having 5 years courses, so you save 1 year. So whatever the student chooses, it is up to him, and thereafter competitive exams one can certainly appear and have civil judge or otherwise. Because in our country, of course, I was selected to become elevated because I was chosen by the committee on account of my excellence, or that I was doing well in my profession, and two-third lawyers are selected to become high court judges, and 1/3 is selected by the civil judge quota, that gradually they rise and come up to the stage where once they become senior, 1/3 are selected or elevated from the district judge quota. So there is segregation. People are happy that one who is excelling in litigation is selected by the committee, or we call it is a collegium here, collegium system. They consider the excellence of a lawyer, how he argues about his inherent qualities, etiquettes, integrity, all these factors by the committee, and then you become a high court judge directly, being in profession. And second, of course, is I have conveyed that after becoming a lawyer, there are competitive exams one can appear and be selected because of his excellence and talents. This is the way, and certainly most of my students are welcome to join the profession, and I'll be happy that I have a few lawyer friends in Sri Lanka in later years of time. Certainly, the suggestion of father, I'll be visiting Sri Lanka, yes, and certainly would spend some time with my students, and equally important, I have given you invitation, come over to India, come over to Jaipur also, which is Pink City.
Thank you, sir.
And I will spend some time with my students and invite them over a lunch or a dinner and interact with them whenever they come to this Pink City. Rajasthan is beautiful, heritage is there, lot of palaces are there. So throughout India, of course, because I feel I'm a proud Indian. So throughout India, wherever one goes, gets everything one, which a foreigner needs or an Indian tourist also needs. So most welcome. You're also requested to come over and be our guest in one of the evenings or lunches. And I will guide you where to visit and all. That of course, yes, would be there. Agra is Taj Mahal is there. Jaipur is there. Delhi is there. So many good places. In north, if you wish, you go to hill station. We consider Kashmir to be Switzerland for us. So many things are there. So most welcome, and you will be happy to visit India. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you very much, sir, for the invitation.
We are looking forward to visit India, as well as we are looking forward to have you in Sri Lanka as well, Your Lordship.
Sure. Very yes.
I want to thank Father Rector also for coming, and Rekshanso also. This is actually one of my, I consider to be a part of this Zoom meeting. Even boys, you guys should consider this Zoom meeting to be one of your, one of the most important. I know that you guys must have been in so many Zoom meetings for the past few, but this one is important, guys. You have His Lordship Justice Jainendra Ranka and our Father Rector and Rekshan sir, all of them in this Zoom meeting. I actually feel privileged to be a part of this and also to hear, to listen to your speech, sir. I was anyway happy to see the progress of these boys in the final, and of course, it was like the cherry on top was this honor to be a part of this meeting and to listen to your speech, sir. Okay, so thank you everyone for coming. If there's anything else, I would let you all know in the WhatsApp group. Once again, thank you so much for coming. Your Lordship, thank you so much. Father Rector, thank you. Rekshan sir, thank you. Boys, thank you very much for showing me that my hard work had been paid off. I will see you guys soon again, and I will see my honored guests also. Hope to see you again soon. Thank you very much. We shall conclude the meeting from. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Lordship.